You're all welcome to Joshua Okwuwe online math class. In our class today, we'll be talking about multiplication of decimal numbers. Decimal numbers. Multiplying a number that has that has a decimal in it. How do we multiply them? And what do we need to watch out for when multiplying decimal numbers? Either together or with a whole number. Our class today will help us to understand how we carry out such operations. For instance, we have something like, let's say, 6.5. You are asked to do what? Maybe multiply 6.5 by, let's say, by 4. Multiply 6.5 by 4. How do you solve this? This is very simple. Just arrange, say 6.5 multiplied by what? By 4. Now, first thing you do is this. I will repeat. Just multiply normally. Forget the decimal point first. Just assume you are multiplying 65 by 4 first, okay? So let's do this now. This will be what? 4 times 5 is what? Is 20. 20. What do we do? We write down what? We write down 0. Carry what? 2 forward. 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 plus the 2, that gives us what? 26. Okay? Now, the answer becomes what? 260. Now, where will our decimal point be? You go back to the question again and ask yourself, after the decimal, how many digits do we have after the decimal? In all the questions together, we have only one. Yeah, that is 5 here. We have only one. So what will I do? We will now come down from here, okay? We move the decimal point from this side now. We move it backward just once and we drop it here. So our answer becomes, therefore, 6.5 times what? Times 4 is equals to what? 26 or 26.0. They are the same. I'm interested in what? Your placement of decimal and how you determine where the decimal should be. The same thing also applies if you are having, like for instance, you have let's say a 3 digit number now that is also having a decimal. Maybe you are asked to multiply, let's say you are asked to multiply 3.61 by, let's say, by 5 now. By 5. Multiply 3.61 by 5. What would you do? Just arrange 3.61, multiply it by 5. Okay? When you are arranging, make sure you arrange unit under unit, tens under unit under unit, tens under tens. But here, once you have decimal like this, it's no longer what? Unit. Okay, so please watch out for that. It's not, you don't need to arrange unit under unit in this case. No, because it's decimal and whole number. After the decimal here, in a video that we'll be uploading soon, you will be seeing what we're talking about, what place value. This is what? This is tenth. Okay, this is hundred. So if you want to follow the idea of, okay, unit under unit, tens under tens, you might end up missing it out. So when you are multiplying, okay, like this, just write out all the number, whatever you have, drop it at the last, the last digit you are having exactly under it, and start to multiply. When you are done multiplying, then you fix your decimal point. It's very, very important so that you don't miss it. So let's try this now. This one, 5 times 1 is what? Is 5. This what? 5 times 6 is what? Is 30. You write down what? 0, carry 3. This is 5 times 3 is what? 5 times 3 is what? Is 15. 15 plus 3. 15 plus 3 is what? Is 18. Write down your 8 like this. And we roll. Now you check. After the decimal, how many digits do we have? All together, we have just 2. So we move from here. You count. From here, you now move 1, 2. You write it here. Someone will be saying, hey, but you can see that decimal point is just straight like that now. So I can just easily just know that I'll drop it like that. No. Watch out for this question now. Let's take another question now and see if actually is always like that. If actually is always like that. Okay. For instance, you are multiplying a decimal number by another decimal number. Okay, this one is you are multiplying a decimal number by a whole number. So what will happen when you are multiplying? For instance, you are asked to multiply, let's say 3.5 5 uh 3.57 by 2.2. You are multiplying 3.57 by 2.2. Multiplying 3.57 by 2.2. What would you do? So this is what 3.57. Again, don't say, oh, because point here, so I'm going to now write 2.2 here. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, this is not addition. If it's addition or subtraction, then you arrange it, making sure that decimal points are a straight line. But when you are multiplying, you don't pay attention to that. All we need to do, just arrange them normally. Okay, drop this last two here, put it there, point the two, let it be there. I told you, always multiply. Forget the decimal point for now until you are done multiplying. So let's multiply this now. 2 times 7 is what? Is 14. You write that word, 4 carry 1. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus that 1 is what? Is 11. 2 times 11, you write down 1, carry 1 forward again. 2 times 3 is what? 6. 6 plus 1 is what? Is 7. Okay, so we are done with this. I'm going to use 2 now. 2 times 7 is what? Is 14 again. You write down 4, carry what? 1. 2 times 5 is what? Is 10. 10 plus that 1 is 11. You write down 1, carry 1. 2 times 3 is what? Is 6. 6 plus that 1 is what? Is 7. So what do? We add all this together now. So this is 4. You bring down your 4. 1 plus 4 is what? Is 5. 7 plus 1 is what? Is 8. This is what? 7. So we have 7, 8, 7, 8, 5, 4. 7, 8, 5, 4. Now what do you do now? Again, after multiplying like this, you see there's no decimal point here. So where will my decimal point be? I will go back to the question altogether. How many digits do I have after the decimal point? I have, in this one, I have 1, 2, 3. So I have three digits after the decimal. 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 digits after the decimal. So what will I do? I'll come down here now. I'll now start to count. Follow me now. So I count 1, 2, 3. So this is where it is. So the answer is what? 7.853. 7.853. So that is it. So it's not difficult at all. It's very, very simple. Remember, the key point here is multiply it not as if you are multiplying a whole number by a whole number. Just multiply. When you are done multiplying, then you will now fix your what? Your decimal point based on the numbers of digits you have after the decimal point from the question. And that is exactly what we have done here. Now, let me quickly show us another trick again here in multiplying numbers, especially maybe when you are multiplying the decimal numbers, okay, decimal number by 10 or 100 or 1000. What do without necessarily going through all this strat? You can just look at it and then you get your answer. How do we do that? For instance, you are asked to multiply, let's say 93.67 by, let's say, by 10. You have to multiply 93.67 by 10. What is the answer to this? Now remember, when you are multiplying, the decimal point moves forward based on the number of zeros you are having there. Please take note of that. When you are multiplying, the decimal point moves forward based on the number of zeros you are having. But when you are dividing, it moves backward. Okay, when you are dividing by 10 or 100 or 1000, the decimal point moves backward when you are dividing. But here we are multiplying, so the decimal point moves what? It moves forward based on the number of zeros we are having there. So looking at this now, the decimal point is going to move forward. How many times now? It's going to move forward just once. So the answer to this, I'll move the decimal point from here. This is 93.67. So I'm going to move the decimal point from here now. I'm going to move it forward, like moving it like this. Aha. So I'm going to drop it here. Okay. So this is it, moving it forward once. So my answer becomes, let's say, therefore, 93.67 multiplied by 10 is equals to what? 936 0.7, and that is your answer. It's very, very what? Simple. So remember, when you are multiplying, the decimal point moves forward, but when you are dividing, it moves backward. Let's take another example. For instance, you have 1.614. Multiply this now. You have to multiply this by, let's say, by 100. Okay, so this time the decimal point is going to move forward. How many times? It's going to move forward 2 times. So it's going to move 1, 2. That is therefore 1.614, okay, times 100 is equal. It's going to move from here now. 1, 2. So it's going to be in between what? 1 and 4. So our answer becomes 161.4. That is it. Not difficult. So even it's 1,000. For instance, you have 1.2. Okay, multiply this by what? By 1,000. Decimal point is going to move forward. How many times? 3 times. Okay, this is 1.2. So it's going to move forward 3 times. See, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this empty space you are seeing here, since they are empty, they are nothing. That is what? 0. So you complete them with what? With 0. So this answer will not be what? So 1.2 times 1,000. Our answer will be what? Will be what? 1, 2, 0, 0. That is it. 1,200. That was 1,200. That is it. So you move it forward 2 times. 1, 2, 3. So this is what? 1,200. So you can put your point here now. 0, 0, 0. Why do not bother to put it? Because 1,200.000 is the same thing as what? 1,200. Okay, so there's no number there, so that's why we are leaving it out like that. So that is it. It's not difficult at all. Pick up any book, any textbook at any point in time. I can assure you can easily multiply a decimal number by a whole number, or a decimal number by another decimal number, or a decimal number by 10, or by 100 or 1,000. Just do it like this. You find out that you get your answer easily. It's not difficult. If you have enjoyed what you have watched in this video, we encourage you to please share our video with your friends and family, and then don't forget to click the like button and drop comments in the comment section. And if you have not subscribed, please endeavor to do what? Just click on the subscription button. It's actually free, okay, and turn on the notification button so that whenever I upload new videos like this, you will be notified of them. Once again, thank you so much for visiting our channel. Bye bye.